Do you love animation? Do you love girls? Do you love girls who make animation? If so, then you'll love this book. Hey guys, this is Morgan with the Rotoscopers, and today I am doing a fabulous art book review. This time it's lovely, The Ladies of Animation. So this book actually features the art of Lorelay Bové, Mingjue Helen Chen, Lisa Keene, Claire Keane, Brittany Lee, and Ying. It's actually a little bit smaller than I thought. Usually the art books that are in portrait mode, you know, the tall versus this way, they're probably about this tall. And so this one is much smaller than you would typically expect. Obviously to save on cost, but I think it would have been nicer to have just a slightly bigger book. So what I love about this book is the unique style of each of these women. They each are, collectively, their work is lovely, it's beautiful, but they're so uniquely different. I mean, you have Brittany Lee, who focuses mostly on paper art, and then you have Lisa Keene, who all of her stuff was mostly portraits of dogs. And so it's really fascinating because this book was really an opportunity for these ladies to get together, to showcase their work as a group, but then they got to pick, okay, out of my personal work that I've done, what do I want to showcase? What do I focus on in my spare time? I mean, we've seen the work of these ladies in, you know, the art books, The Art of Frozen, The Art of Tangled, The Art of Wreck-It Ralph, even Lisa Keene back to, you know, the early 90s. We've seen these ladies work and it's fabulous, but sometimes work is work, and when you get home, you don't want to do that anymore. You have your own style, you have your own things that you want to focus on and capture, and that's what this book allows these ladies to do. It's 135 pages, which is plenty. It devotes about 20 pages to each of the women. That being said, I still felt that there was stuff missing. I'm like, oh, I would have loved 5 more pages of this girl's work or that girl's work, or actually all of their work. It's just so absolutely fascinating. And I would have liked it a little bit bigger so that way I could explore the art a little bit more. So this book isn't text heavy. It's actually pretty dependent on the artist. For example, Lisa Keene, her pages are filled with her notes and her thoughts on each of the pieces, while other artists, just a little teeny blip, short little paragraph, and that's about it. I would have liked a little bit more text, but it's okay. It's each to her own style, and so if one artist didn't have that much to say about it, that's okay. While others are very verbose and want to talk a lot about their work, then that's good too. So the foreword is by John Lasseter, and there was one line which I really loved. He says, "When you see these ladies work, there is something very creative and appealing about them." And he says, appeal is not taught in school. And I completely agree. When I look at their sketches and their art, and I just see stuff that they're posting on their blogs, or as I'm flipping through this book, it's very appealing. You want to look at it, you want to own it. There's other artists that are incredibly talented, but they don't have that sense of appeal that draws you in and makes you interested. Every single one of these ladies has that. So obviously my favorite artist of the bunch is Brittany Lee. She to me has the most appeal out of everybody. She focuses a lot on girls and women, mermaids, things that are very feminine, which I'm really drawn to. I love just the way that she's able to capture femininity in just a few quick, you know, pieces of paper, literally. Her use of color and angles and design overall, it's just really spectacular. So she was my favorite of the group. I wasn't really as familiar with Lisa Keene's work, and so I thought hers was really fascinating as well. Lorelay Bové, what more can be said? She's doing the Disney Legacy collection and kind of painting all those famous scenes in Disney history. Lorelay's paintings focus on her travels, and so you get to see scenes that you might experience in a tea shop in Paris or whatever, and all of them are good. Mingjue Helen Chen is just very graphic and almost anime inspired, which I loved. Ying, also amazing. I mean, they're all good. Claire Keane worked on Tangled. Basically, they're all amazing. I could sit here and go on and on and on about each one of these lovely ladies, but that's what the book's for. So I would give this book 3 out of 5 stars. I was a little bit underwhelmed in the amount of art that was in here and overall the size, but you know, 20 pages just didn't seem enough. I felt like we should have just gotten our own book of each of these ladies, but it wasn't about that. It was about the collective group effort. So I would say if you are a fan of these ladies' works, whether one of them, 2, 3, or all, you should definitely pick this up. It's worth the buy. It's very interesting. I mean, some of the pieces you may have seen before if you follow them on their blogs, but being able to own it and just flip through it is really delightful and inspiring. Also, since I was one of the Kickstarter backers, I got some special goodies. The first one is a print by Mingjue Helen Chen. Really fantastic. I don't know where I'm gonna put this in my house, but I'll make it work. This is just a little book where we get to see their behind the scenes process for pieces that are in the book as well as other pieces. And I thought that was just really interesting. You get to see how they develop. I mean, you look at Brittany Lee, some of her stuff is in there, and you know, these 4 paintings are in the book, and then this is her sketches preparing to cut it out on paper, and it's just really interesting to see how they work. I also got a lovely notebook, so this is just a little book that I can use to sketch or just write notes. It's lovely. And lastly, I got some cute stickers. I don't want to use them because they're so adorable, but I can definitely use them on something fun. So fun little goodies if you ordered the book through Kickstarter or you donated a certain amount. So you won't get these if you order the book on Amazon, but you can order this book on Amazon. Be sure to go to rotoscopers.com/lovely. Alright guys, let me know in the comments below who is your favorite lovely lady. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more art book reviews. We have many more coming to you, so you don't want to miss out. Alright guys, until next time, I'm Morgan and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube.